I see this idea that if something, no matter how good it is, no matter how much good it does, if it has any negative consequences, it seems controversial to speak well about it. And so, like the rain in that situation, it was doing an overall net good thing, but there were some bad consequences. So, to a lot of people, that makes it an inherently bad thing. And I think that's a really twisted way of looking at the world to
It is.
say, yeah, go
I would
ahead.
say, here's something that I think is so important with that, because that is so ingrained of us as people. People believe that about their own lives. And I've talked with a number of people that is why they cannot be a positive person. Like they are so trained that if there's anything negative happening, you cannot say anything positive about it. So, so this is a good example. So one person gets a raise at work, significant raise, and all he can focus on is his taxes that went up. Like, but that's it. And he couldn't be happy about the raise
Mm-hmm.
because this negative thing is happening over here. And we are so trained in that. And I'm not criticizing anybody who's trapped in that, because it's our responsibility to grow out of it, but it's not necessarily your fault that you got there. But part of what I'm here to do is to change that, like change that focus so that you're always looking for the good that's happening instead, and talking about that instead of the bad that's happening. Almost every single thing that happens in life has both a good and a negative side to it. Um, we talk about this in relationships. Some people have had enough broken relationships that they fear to ever love again. Well, what is that? Well, every single relationship that you're in carries with it this risk, a more significant risk of loss. And so if you want to avoid the negative, then you have to avoid the positive too. And so we just kind of do this in our life. But that's true. Everything. You get a brand new car. You want a brand new car in a game show, Jack. Like, this is just, what's your ideal car here? Let's make it a good one.
Give me a red Ferrari.
You've got a red Ferrari. You ready for that? That's so cool. You won this. You're super excited, right? You got a red Ferrari.
I'm hyped.
Okay, I'm really glad, because now you have income tax that you have to pay on that red Ferrari, and you probably can't afford it. By the way, the insurance that you're also now required to have on that car is going to be really significant. And because of your age and the fact that it's the color red, that insurance is going to be really high. You see what I'm doing?
Yes. Yeah.
But we do it. In the meantime, I've got another friend down the road who's driving a 1985 Oldsmobile that is just, whatever. But he can be grateful that his car gets him from point A to point B, whether it's new or not. So
Yeah.
everything, even a brand new red Ferrari that you win on a game show, there's negative things that come along with that. And it's simply up to you what you're going to focus on and choose. And I am encouraging everybody to look for the good in everything, for the positive. What's the thing that you can be grateful for in spite of it? And I'll be clear, because I'm often misunderstood on this point. They say, so you're saying I have to be grateful for this car accident that I was just in? No, I am not. You are not grateful for everything. You're grateful in everything. Big difference. You're not grateful for the car accident, but if you're talking to me, you can be grateful that you survived the car accident. So that's the difference. And often it's actually the complete opposite. So if I say, let's say I lost my wallet and I'm disappointed, frustrated, sad. What does that frustration point to that I'm grateful for? Let's see here. I'm grateful for that I have some money. Now, I've lost that, and I've had people talk to me about that. It's like, but how can you be grateful for the money? You don't have it anymore. Right. I don't have that anymore. And the fact that I feel sad about that means I was grateful that I had it, which means then, in principle, I am grateful when I have money. Financial stability is the next level. So I am grateful for financial stability. Whether I have it right now or not does not determine whether or not I'm grateful for it. As a matter of fact, things that we're grateful for that we don't have is what results in frustration and sadness. But that's kind of a difficult thing for people to click, because I think maybe we talked about this some before the show, but um, one of the struggles that I'm helping people work through is that struggle of, well, I don't have this, and so I can't be grateful for it. Or I haven't yet achieved what I want to achieve. Therefore, I'm not grateful. I'll be grateful when I get there. And that goes back to this balance of
Mm-hmm.
gratitude and ambition that we've been discussing, because why can't you be grateful for what you have now and also trying to achieve the next level at the same time? And that's my argument in life. But I've talked to so many people, they're like, well, I don't have the salary I want to have, so I can't be grateful for my salary. Like it's a rule. And there's
Mm-hmm.
so many people that struggle with this. This is so real. And I am blowing that rule out of the water. That is not a thing. You can be grateful for literally anything at any time, even if it's not where you want it to be yet. And frankly, I think it helps you get
How does it help you get there?
there. So I am not a deep researcher on this subject yet.
Yet.
But
Keyword.
I have found it amazing as I've begun learning in this gratitude journey, that a number of very wealthy people are also promoting gratitude as a means of personal growth and success. It does something different to your mindset that makes you more likely to be a winner. So I don't I can't say the majority, but it seems that a very large number of highly successful people have made gratitude practice a part of their life and claim that it is part of the basis and support for their success. So I'm claiming that at my level, and other people are claiming that at their level. And I think that it really is true and really is the case. So let's say, we'll just take that salary thing as an example. So let's say I'm working a job. I've got X salary. I really feel like I deserve Y salary. That's $10,000 higher than I've got now. And so at my job, I am going around, and every time I see a higher paid employee than me, it frustrates me and makes me a little bit ticked. And maybe I actually do deserve that position and somebody else got promoted and I didn't, and whatever that is, but I'm ticked and frustrated. Now, on the one hand, does that drive me to success? It can. And, people will say, use that motivation to step up. But if your attitude is always frustrated and negative, what's your attitude about the company you work for? Oh, wait, it's negative. What's the attitude about your coworkers? Well, if they're making more money than you are, it's negative. If they're making the same amount of money as you are, you probably get together in the lunchroom and gripe about your salaries. So that's negative too. And you're working in this negative environment that you've created for yourself. And you're negative about your company, and somehow that's supposed to lead to success and promotion. Like, okay, but let's flip it. You say, I'm going to be grateful for the salary that I have because I could be unemployed. We haven't changed anything here except the perspective. I could be unemployed. I have this salary, therefore I'm doing better now than I could be doing. I'm positive about that. I'm excited for my coworkers that have gotten promotions and their salaries are now higher, and I'm happy for them because that's what I want everyone to happen for everyone in the company, including myself. I'm now more positive about my company and more willing to promote my company and my coworkers. That puts us all in a better position to make the company more successful. It puts me in a better position with my coworkers and my superiors, and it puts my mindset as I am grateful for what I have, and I really want to move up to this level. And so I'm looking for how to do that. So can you get there both ways? Yes, but you'll be a lot happier getting there if you do it with gratitude. And the people who have made it a lot further than I have are saying that gratitude is key and foundational. So sure can't hurt.
You just finished watching a clip from the Grateful podcast with David Lorimer from Today, I'm Grateful. If you liked it, you can find the full episode by clicking right here. Come on, click it. It's really good.